Hello everyone, this is Maureen and welcome back to another day of praying through the darkness. What is it about beauty that attracts us so much? Is it the color? Is it the maybe the smell like in nature? Is it the shape? Or is it all three whenever it's put together? Well, nature has beauty. It just abounds everywhere. Even in the dry desert, folks, there is beauty to be seen. There truly is. But now let's take just a moment and talk about human beauty. It's very complimentary to be told how pretty or how beautiful you are, or that something that you are wearing just seems to accent some little particular trait that you might have, like beautiful eyes, great hair, wonderful skin tone, perfect skin, all that kind of thing. But we all know that over time, beauty fades, it ages, it withers. Even in nature, we see that. I'm going to use a rose for an example. We all know how pretty it is to see the formation of that little bud, and as it grows and elongates, and the little, I'm not real good in biology, so forgive me if I use descriptive words instead of the actual words, okay? So I'm just, putting that out there to you. But those little green petals that are part of the stem and the cap that hold that little bud in there, and then all of a sudden we start seeing it to peel away to show us that pretty little bud. And then as the bud grows itself, those petals start to loosen and open up and start showing us that inner beauty. And then it gets into full blown glory. And some roses, they do actually have a scent. Not all roses do, but some do. And we start smelling the sweet perfume that comes off of it. But then it starts to get those little brown edges, and it starts to fade and wilt, and then eventually all we're left with is that ugly little brown stem at the top, and we have to come along and snip it off. Well, that's the way it is with us, folks. We go through those periods of growing, unfolding, showing our true beauty on the outside. But what about the inside? There are so many little sayings. One of them that comes to mind is, don't judge a book by its cover. In other words, it may have very beautiful wood grain leather on the outside, but just a bunch of gibberish on the inside. Nothing that makes any sense or contributes to anything you didn't already know. But maybe the beauty that can be found is in an old leather-worn book, one in which the pages are starting to curl up on the edges. Maybe even the edges of the book have become yellowed with age. But what we find when we open it is a beautiful story, or wonderful words of poetry, or beautiful words of stories, poetries, predictions, promises, just like we find in the Bible. Well, today, as you can tell, the topic for our discussion is beauty from within. Now, just like I said, you can't judge a book by its cover. We all know that this outer shell is not what God sees. And really, it's not what He wants the world to see. What God sees and what He wants us to let others see as well is that beauty that is within us. The love and the care, the concern that we have for our fellow man. That is the beauty that God fills us with. When we seek out His Word, when we have companionship with Him through prayers, when we seek His will, that beauty that He fills within us has no other opportunity or choice but to just burst out of us. And it doesn't care what we look like. God doesn't care what we look like. I mean, He created us in the first place, right? He created a vessel to hold the essence of who we are and who we can become when we follow in his son's footsteps. The verse that we have that solidifies that idea that the beauty that each and every one of us has comes from within is found in 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 4. Your beauty should come from within you, the beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit that will never be destroyed and is very precious to God. Did you hear that? It can never be destroyed, and it's very precious to God. It is very important, especially those of us as Christians, to show others God's love. And the only way we can do that is by allowing him to fill us with his purpose. That purpose is to be a gentle and loving, compassionate ambassador for him. Now, again, like I said, it doesn't matter what we look like on the outside, folks. We can dress ourselves up with all the most current and, this is what you need in order to be beautiful, beauty products. Put on our best clothes, adorn ourselves with jewelry and the best footwear, carry around the most popular or stylish purse, arrive in the most lavish car. It doesn't matter. That's all outward trappings. That's not what God wants the world to see of us. God wants us to show that he is a loving God. So therefore, we are supposed to love one another. God is a compassionate God. So we are to show compassion by helping one another, seeking out ways in which we can make just one person's life a little bit better today. Even if it is just stopping on the street, looking them in the eye and saying, "Hi, I hope you have a wonderful day." Many times that's all someone needs to hear to put just a little bounce in their step, because you never know what it is that they're going through. God also wants us to show the mercy that he has shown to us. Forgiveness. Being willing to go the extra mile no matter how many times we've been spit on. God wants us to show the peace and the comfort that he gives to us by doing the same with others. Be a good listener. Take over a casserole for someone who is recovering from an illness or just getting home from a long journey, maybe because they had to go and take care of someone. Being there to help the little old lady cross the street so she doesn't have to be concerned about the traffic that might not stop for her. Help someone load or unload their groceries. There are so many ways in which we can show compassion, love, concern for one another. And it doesn't have to be anything that we have on the outside. It is all about the beauty that comes from within. Father, you do not judge me based on my outer appearance. You are much more concerned with the state of my heart than how put together I may appear. A beggar with a heart of devotion and love is more beautiful than a shallow princess decked in the world's finest jewels. My spirit is precious to you. Help me not to neglect the impact of my heart's attitude. When I keep my heart open in humility and submission to love, I can't go wrong. I don't want to be discouraged when others overlook me. There is no need to compare myself with others. I am uniquely and wonderfully made, and I have infinite worth to you. God, my Father, you know my heart better than I ever will be able to. Would you fill me with your love that keeps me soft and humble before you and others today? I yield myself to you, knowing that beauty is much deeper than the skin. So may the beauty of your work within me radiate from the inside out. Isn't that wonderful? Those last two lines. I yield myself to you, knowing that beauty is much deeper than the skin. May the beauty of your work within me radiate from the inside out. So remember, folks, we are wonderfully and uniquely made in the image of God. God is all about love, compassion, mercy, comfort, peace. That's what He wants us to emulate to others, so that they can also be drawn to Him, open up their hearts to Him, and have that same beauty poured within their soul. If we touch just one life today, folks, that life will be led to touch others, and then others and others. And as a friend of mine loves to say, be kind to one another, because one random act of kindness from a wonderfully beautiful soul that is fed by God can truly change the world. I want to remind you that my devotionals each day come from this little blue book that's put out by Broad Street Publishers. There is a link for you down in the description box in which you can go and purchase your own copy if you would like to have these wonderful words that are offered to us every single day. Whether we suffer from depression, anxiety, hit a bump in the road, these words are offered up as encouragement to us to remind ourselves that we are uniquely and wonderfully made, and that we are beautiful because God made us that way. Again, thank you all so much for being here. I'm so happy that you come back day after day. Please be sure and share this devotional out to someone who needs to be reminded they are uniquely, wonderfully, and beautifully made by their Creator. Remember that when the shades of darkness wish to come in and feel that beauty that God has put in you, don't let it. Turn your back on it. Reach out to God. Soak in His sunshine, His love, because that will definitely chase away anything that Satan wishes to put upon you today. And remember, I love you guys. Bye.